Fala galera do Ag Fight Diego Ribas, direto de Las Vegas, numa conexão com o novo campeão do UFC, Sean Sugar O Malley. What's up, O Malley? How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. It's starting to cool down a tiny bit here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. And now officially, I can call you champion. How does it sound for you being the champion?
I feel like I've been champ for the last 3 years. So, I wake up every morning kind of feeling like the champ, living the champ lifestyle. Now I'm just, to be honest, it doesn't feel much different. Life was great before. Life's great now.
Do you have a special place to put your belt in your house?
Not yet. It's just sitting. Actually, it's sitting in my bathtub right now. So I'm in the process of moving houses. So it's just kind of chilling right now.
Well deserved. First question, Sean. How now? Sugar era has just began. How do you think your era is going to be remembered? What's the signature that you have planned to your Sugar era?
Beautiful finishes. That's what I want. Beautiful finishes and consistency.
Okay. And you got a new tattoo, right? Because of the title?
I did indeed. Champ tat.
Can I see? Where is it? Isn't it your forehead?
On one of my side of my faces. I don't know.
Yeah,
I forget. Oh, there it is.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Let's remember your fight pretty quickly, please. Did something surprise you? The approach, the matchup, how Sterling was fighting? Was everything like you had planned before the fight?
He wasn't as strong as I thought he was going to be in up against the cage. Elena. He wasn't as strong up against the cage. The fight went as perfect as it could have for me. I definitely pictured it being able to go that way. Of course, you picture, okay, he could possibly take you down, all these other things. But, yeah, he didn't feel as physically strong as I was kind of expecting. After this interview, Princess.
Okay. Because as I was reading, a lot of fans, they were like asking themselves, why did Sterling didn't try to take you down a lot of time? Like looks like they were expecting that the grappling and the wrestling to be there. Were we expecting that? Maybe you broke the game plan because of your footwork. What happened in terms of wrestling in that game?
He was trying to take me down every second of that fight. I mean, it's not as easy as, I'm a professional not get taken down. It's not easy to take me down. You can't just go into a fight and you don't start on a single leg. You don't start in a double leg. You have to close the distance. I'm a master of range. I'm a master of distance, and I'm a sniper. So you can't just take someone down. It's not as easy as that.
Yeah, talking about being a sniper, I saw a video that you were like practicing the same, it looks like the same counter punch that you did use to finish the fight in the locker room, right?
Yeah, Tim and I had a good game plan. We knew he was going to eventually, kind of lunge in with a left hand from that southpaw stance, kind of throw that left hand and try to come into a double leg or single leg or just close the distance. And, it's just a basic counter, slip two. It's the, oldest trick in the book. I've just gotten really good at it. Shut the door, please. Thank you.
In case that fight in case he was able to take you down, a lot of Brazilians know that you train with Augusto Mendes, Tanquinho, right? The Brazilian.
Yep, of course.
How important is Tanquinho for your game plan? How important is training with him?
Just say, sorry. Elena, what are you doing? What are you doing? You want me to grab you one? Here, just a sec. I'll grab you one in a second. I don't want you to stand on that, please. I'll grab it in a second. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, training with Augusto the last 7-8 years has been massive for my career, massive for my confidence. You know, being able to train with the best guy to ever grapple is a huge confidence booster. For this fight, I didn't grapple much for the last 6 weeks. You know, I was dealing with an injury, so we really weren't grappling at all. There was zero grappling and no clinch, no nothing. But I know in the last 7 years I've put in the work in case it did hit the floor. I was confident that I would be able to, you know, get back to my feet. And yeah.
Yeah, talking about this injury, like you went to your the most important fight in your career, and you couldn't, like you said, you couldn't grapple for the last 6-7 weeks before the fight. How does it affect your mindset for the fight? Because maybe you were not able to be 100% for the fight because of that. And how was your injury? How bad was that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely affected mentally going into a fight. I'm fighting Aljamain Sterling, the best grappler of all time, and I can't grapple. It's definitely messes with your mind, but I wasn't going to pull out of the fight. I wanted to, you know, give the Boston fans, you know, a fight to remember. Whether I went out there and won or lost, I wanted it to be a cool experience for everyone. And that's what happened. You know, I obviously got the job done best, perfect way possible. And yeah, it was good.
Did it ever cross your mind thinking about maybe I shouldn't fight? Maybe that was not the time because of the injury.
Yeah, when it first happened, I mean, I've had rib injuries before the last 2-3 months. Like this one's still, you know, it's still lingering. I still haven't been able to grapple. And it was 6 weeks from the day of the fight that I haven't grappled. It's been 2 weeks. So it's been like 2 months. And yeah, so those are just how those kind of injuries, you know, play out. And yeah, I wanted to pull out a little bit at the beginning of the injury, but I was like, well, as long as I can hit mitts and do the aerodyne sprints, I'm going to make it to this fight. And I know what I'm capable of, so I'm going to have to just go out there and execute my game plan 100%.
And you did. Well done. Right after the fight, Sean, Dana White gave you the belt, and looks like he told you something like, "Kid, you're gonna make a lot of money." Um, what did he say other than that? Did he say that, and how does it feel for you? It's kind of, how is your relationship with Dana? Does it make sense for you now? You're gonna make a lot of money, like he said.
Yeah, he said you're going to make a lot of money. I said, yeah, I know. I've been making a lot of money. I've been making money for a couple of years, good money. And the relationship I have with Dana is great. The relationship I have with the UFC is great. It's just, you know, the more money I make them, the more money they pay me. And that's how it works. So I'm going to go out there and try to make them as much money as possible because I know they will, you know, pay me.
Makes sense. 28 years of age. Looks like you have a great future in your life. And there are a lot of names out there that now everybody wants to fight you. Like you, you know that. Let's say Sterling, Merab, even Pantoja. How many names? Who do you think deserves? Is it too soon to think when and who is your next step?
You know, I obviously called Chito out before the fight. I said, he goes out there and win. I go out there and win. I'm fighting Chito. We both went out there and won. You know, I'd like to fight Chito.
Yeah, because of the first fight between you guys, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Like, according to your official record, I'm gonna use this because you say you said many times that you didn't lose that fight. You didn't feel like you lost that fight, but according to your official record, that's your only loss. When you say many times you want to fight him, it's because you want to prove that you are better than him. That you didn't. If it was not the injury, you wouldn't lose the fight. Or do you see him as a good matchup for you? Or do you really think he deserves this title shot?
It simply comes down to it's the biggest fight. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. I've never lost sleep over that fight ever. The day after the fight, I was fine with what happened. It has never bothered me. It's simply the biggest fight right now.
Okay, when you have the list, the biggest fight, Chito is the first. Where would you rank Pantoja, Alexandre Pantoja? Now he's a 125 champion.
Yeah, Pantoja's a big fight too. Big fight, little person. He's I already finished him once in sparring. So I wouldn't mind beating him up again, but I'd actually kind of feel bad. You don't want to go out there and call someone out below you. So but yeah, I think that could be a big fight if you ever actually want to go up to 35. I don't think that's realistic, but I'm there for it.
Actually, he's calling you out. At least I saw the Brazilian outlets. He's saying that I don't know what happened. I would like for you to clear the situation. You guys did sparring together a few years ago, and looks like you say you knocked him out. He said that at the end of the sparring, he took you down. He mounted. I don't know. Do you remember this training? What happened?
Yeah, I remember it. I have the whole video of it. He came to spar one day. He was in the UFC. I wasn't. And, you usually just spar one round with someone, and a fresh guy comes in, and then a fresh guy comes in. But I hit him with a nice liver shot, a body shot. He quit in the first round, had to take a little timeout. Henry Cejudo was in his corner yelling that I was going too hard. And they wanted me to stay in for the second round and third round. Wasn't in camp. I wasn't training for a fight. I wasn't in camp for a fight. He was like, just got off the Ultimate Fighter. He was fighting in the UFC in a couple weeks. So he was in good shape. I wasn't in shape at all. And I finished him in the first round, and him and Henry were fucking flailing around, screaming. And, it is what it is. He brought it back up. So, it is what it is.
Okay, so you guys kept fighting after the first round, after the liver shot.
After I finished him, yeah.
Okay. Moving my last topic, my last two topics is Merab. I saw a video. He was training it was raining. You were recording him. What did it cross your mind? What did you think about that? What do you think about Merab? He's another guy who is calling you out.
Yeah, Merab's got a very similar style to Aljo. They're just wrestlers. I just knocked out a wrestler. I just knocked his buddy out. So I basically knocked Merab out too. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay, perfect. Last question, O Malley. Moving up weight division. I know it's too early. I know you didn't defend your belt yet. But a lot of people see you as like a tall guy for the division. Do you think you would move up to fight 145 for 145 title one day?
Yeah, 100%. I see that in the future. Maybe not soon, maybe in a couple years, but I'd like to, take it one fight at a time. And but yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility.
Perfect. To finish, like I did the last time, I'm gonna full screen you. If you can send a message for Brazilian fans, please.
Yeah, what's up, all my beautiful Brazilian women out there? The Sugar Show loves you.